Whams!
We're moving into the anime. Boom, 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 boom. And I have a fucking little picture this time. It's actually really small. But
It is quite small.
yeah,
Just like my affection for this show.
yeah, Needy Girl Overdose here.
Also known as Needy Streamer Overdose.
But you won't hear us talk about it unless you first like, comment, and subscribe. Comment Whams. And subscribe to our Patreon where we talk about movies and games called Mags These People Did.
Yeah.
Name them.
Get these people.
Name them.
Ari May. Or Ari May.
May.
Gary Always. Duncan264. Last Thesis and Drew.
Hell
and
yeah.
if you subscribe to the Patreon, I'll say your name too. And you'll be brought up on the screen like this.
That was a rhyme.
At some point, maybe I'll make it into a fucking rap song. We'll see.
Can you imagine
Gary May, he won.
one of
Gary Always Duncan.
Can you imagine if one of the streamers from Needy Girl Overdose mentioned a name on their stream? People would lose their minds. People
they
would
probably,
explode
like,
and die.
Simultaneously shit, piss, cum,
Stab
explode
someone.
out of their nose and eyes.
Shade, can you explain this anime?
No. So it's definitely just a like somebody who's got like a really doomer mentality on like the cult of personality of streamers and acting as if it's like some kind of new issue, like it's not just the same fucking shit that all
Yeah.
celebrities have been doing since the dawn of time. It's really preachy.
Did this show make you feel
but-
old? It made me feel old.
I don't know if maybe feel
Preachy
old,
is a
but
great word.
yeah, it's really preachy. I was just like, okay, man, I fucking get it. I could have read this as like a paper,
A
and not as
blog
an
post,
anime.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't it more of a blog post than an
I was
anime?
like, this
I
is
kept
just
saying
somebody
that.
on like a Twitter rant, and somebody animated it.
It's,
anyway,
it's the culling
what
games
do we-
being explained, but every
Oh,
episode.
No.
What do we rate it out of 10?
Like 2.
Yeah, we got.
You
2.
said
How
it
about
was
you?
a 1 at one point.
Sure, then it's I don't know. It looks cool.
Okay,
so you're
a
not
2,
fucking with it at
2
all.
because
Not
visuals
really.
give
It's
it
incredibly
Yeah.
boring.
You don't want a season 2. I don't even
I
know.
don't-
Lord have
I don't know if
mercy.
we've watched like the whole. If we watch the whole thing, does it complete the story? I don't know. I don't know anything
I
about
heard,
it beyond
I
the
saw
3
a
episodes.
list, an article that was like, Needy Girl Overdose's ending is exactly what people need to feel good in the internet age. And I was just like, I'm pretty sure I could
That's-
predict what it is because this whole show is. What did you
Just kind of demonizing streamers.
What's your score?
I want to say like a 5.
I wouldn't even say it's demonizing streamers, but I think like if I'm judging it
Maybe
in
a
terms of
4.
its quality, I'd give it a 6. But in terms of my personal enjoyment, like a 4 or a 5. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like on the one hand, the visuals are cool. I like what's going
Yeah.
on. It's interesting and it's very ADHD. It's just fucking shit's just going on.
Yeah.
It's
So I was- the
too
whole time I was-
ADHD for
The whole
me.
time I was sitting there like
Which is
this,
crazy.
I was just like, what am I seeing?
Who gives a shit?
kinda
Who gives
cool.
a fuck?
Yeah, and then I'm reading the text and I go, what the fuck are you talking about? What is the plot? What's going on here?
What is the plot is a great question.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be following here because it basically is just like, okay, so we got some streamers and they're doing a showcase and then it's just, here's my fucking psychological diatribe
Yeah.
of the social fucking
I was so
bullshit.
because it says they're streamers right off the bat. I was like, okay, VTubers, whatever. And then the second episode, I
they're
kind of
definitely
just
idols.
yeah. But the second episode, I was like, wait, are they VTubers or are
Yeah.
these real people
They're
that we're
definitely-
They
seeing?
seem to be
Idols.
doing live stage shows more than anything else. So, like,
Yeah.
is it that they stream their
And-
stage shows, or is that a metaphor?
Yeah, I think maybe it could be a metaphor, but I think maybe it's just live streams in Japan are kind of different than they are in America. But like,
Maybe.
because I don't know, maybe there are fucking
It
people dressing up
definitely
as
was confusing if
pop
they were
stars and streaming it on-
what was literal and what wasn't, because the visuals are so abstract that
Yeah.
it feels like the whole show is a metaphor and like none of it's really happening. Like,
Yeah.
there's too little grounding in reality to feel like you are in anything other than someone's head,
right,
which is the writer of the show.
which it's like so there's only like a handful of times where we actually see a streamer in a bedroom in front of a computer,
Yeah,
and it's like that's what most of streaming is.
yeah.
And yeah, if it's metaphorical where it's like when you hit the live button like we are right now, like, oh, I've got fucking 14 people sitting there in foldable chairs staring at me. then it's like, yeah, that's kind of how it could feel in my head if I really think about it.
Yeah, you got Hewon
But,
over there. You got
yeah,
Gary
Hewon's right
Always
there.
right there.
We got like
Pedro Enrique.
the 6 lurkers that have never said anything right there.
Donnie
Cow
Maybe
they're
Tools,
bots.
Cow Tools playing fucking instruments in
Yeah.
the background.
Which actually, this thing seems like a kind of a rad crowd. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Maybe turn the lights up. But
Let's get
I
some
don't know.
movement.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell if that's what's going on.
You know what? That brings me to a question for both of you. Bird first. How relatable was this to you as a streamer?
Not.
Not even slightly.
So I
No.
think the only people that could relate to it are like
megastars.
PewDiePie,
Yeah.
who doesn't stream.
So
but
okay, here's the thing. As I was watching this, I've been a streamer, I've been an internet micro celebrity for a time, and my feelings on this were everything they're saying is 100% correct, but it's also like not a story. It's
Yeah.
really just like somebody making social observations, and like to me, this show is for VTubers. Like, if you are actually like a cute girl who streams on the internet, this show probably would mean a lot to you.
Pizza
because
Maid would probably like this show.
it maybe
I'll
you
go
know.
ask Pizza Maid, but she is like, I don't know. She doesn't seem
Older?
like an anime. She's 41 or 42.
Yeah,
something like that.
definitely. That's the other thing. You have to be. This show is for young people. This show
Yeah.
is for people
This is-
who
this
haven't
is like
thought
the
about any
Gen
of this
Z
shit.
streamer shit.
Like, because it's all conclusions that, like, not only have I come to, they're passe. And you kind of indicated that earlier. You were like, you said they're bringing it up like it's new news, and it's
yeah,
like,
it's like, dude, fucking. What do you think most of Nirvana was talking about? What do you think?
I
The
think
song
if,
"Cult of Personalities" from like the 80s.
yeah. in
Apparently,
living
there
color.
is a Yuri anime, which their theme is "Breed" by Nirvana.
Oh,
That's
Oh yeah,
interesting.
I sent you a video of that. I don't know if you saw that, but
You did? Oh.
yeah. Actually, Dave Grohl did like an interview where he was like giving his blessing to the show.
That's
what
cute.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
What
it's unrelated
anime?
to
What's
this.
the anime?
I don't know what it was called. All I saw was just Breed or
That's
Inbreed.
fucking-
It's by Aniplex.
In Bloom, you mean?
No, it is Breed.
Okay.
It's Breed. Hang on, I'm
Just not called Inbreed.
Aniplex.
Yeah.
Um, That's just Sony's
Probably gonna be on
animation
Netflix.
division. Yeah, Needy Girl Overdose, like, it
the
feels
guy
like it's
she was interested in
wasn't a guy at all. Okay, yeah, that's a really popular manga that's about to have an adaptation.
Yeah, there you go. And it's using Nirvana. And
yeah,
I think
the only trans
rock
boy
songs.
I know gave it a strong recommendation, so it's trans approved. I wasn't sure based on the title if it was going to be like weird about trans stuff.
What a
but,
title.
Yeah.
But
Lady
yeah, the show was really strange. And so like one of the things that I brought up, and it's hard to even go on like a moment to moment breakdown
No,
of this
we're not
because
gonna do
I don't
that.
know I don't remember any of it.
I don't
don't
really-
know what
mostly-
the fuck happened.
The first episode is basically a long rant about what being a streamer is like from the most cynical
Yeah.
perspective possible. The second episode is like a streamer battle between the most popular streamer and the second most popular group streamers who are like,
Karamazov.
Which it also like
I didn't even remember
the
that.
main
I
character.
just thought it was a weird name for a streaming group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the main character gets some sort of moments throughout. Like the main character,
Oh, the
small time streamer,
Yeah.
where you see like
Okay, so the
Her
dark-haired
fucking
girl is the
nightlife.
main character.
the dark and light
Yeah.
hair. Well, so there's the dark haired girl who is the popular streamer, and then there's the girl who was in like the idol club or whatever. And I think they're both the main character.
I couldn't keep track of who's who and what's their relationships. I
because
didn't know who
'cause
was
the-
the real life version of streamers, and like
Yeah.
I thought at first that the two-tone hair girl was the real life version of the idol who's popular on the internet.
the
That
idol
doesn't
that's
seem to be the
popular
case.
has just the black hair, and
She's the one who beats the crap out of them.
she's in love with like the shadow person, which is like the player character in the game that this adapts.
Man, I so
But-
didn't give a fuck about the story in
Yeah,
this shit.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
there's
have
like
to
there's
lower
some
my score
moments
to a
where
3.
like that the main character girl gets like essayed by her boyfriend and stuff. And
Yeah.
a lot of like drug use.
All the dark
being thrown
things that
around,
could
a lot of
happen
dark
to a
shit.
person happen in this.
Yeah,
it's
it's very dark.
extremely cynical.
And I didn't know anything about the show at all. I just knew the title. So when I heard Needy Girl Overdose, I was like, okay, it's gonna be some kind of like weird, cute
By the way,
slap.
the title is so appropriate. This
Yeah.
was an overdose of Needy Girl.
Yeah.
Fucking
and then I watched
media.
it and I was just like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah.
It's just like a super dark fucking rant.
This show felt like it was by needy girl for needy girl to me.
But yeah. So what I was bringing up is the fact that at the end of the first 3 episodes, there's like a credit roll that feels more like a movie, and I was like, okay, what's the deal with that? And then when I looked it up, the first 3 episodes were actually like a theatrical release. So I'm like,
Oh shit.
what if the 3 episode test kind of fails us here because the directing is like wildly different for the first 3 episodes in like some kind of dumb
Yeah.
like broadcasting choice where they decided to just make a movie and then like make that the first 3 episodes, and then the rest of the anime is like more
Normal.
watchable.
Yeah.
Because like if you watch the first 3 episodes as like a movie, you probably just sit there going, "Whoa, dude!" It sounds like a non-porn version of Metamorphosis, like the actual
Yes.
like.
No, there's a manga called Metamorphosis. And that's about this. It's actually not that similar, but it would appeal to the same people.
Metamorphosis.
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 What the fuck is this?
Metamorphosis.
Shade's doing some Zuber shit I don't
It's fucking
understand.
Playboy Cardi.
Definitely some Zuber shit I don't understand. Metamorphosis is an infamous porn manga about a girl who gets into just sex and then like ruins her life on drugs and shit and like dies at the end.
Oh.
This is similar in that it's very
Yeah.
cynical and it's clearly like it's meant to be a very dark lens into like here's the kind of stuff, like here's the darkest version of a streamer story. Here's like all of the trauma and abuse that might lead one to this type of lifestyle. Here's all the trauma and abuse you undergo when you're in this lifestyle. And like the main character streamer is like she understands it all, so she's very heady about it. It's rare that I would say this. This anime is too cerebral. It's too thoughtful. It's too much intellectualizing.
Yeah.
Like there's no fucking plot. It's literally
So actually,
just
and this is-
intellectualizing about society.
This actually makes
We
me
live in
super
one.
pissed off.
Yes.
And this is where my mind
It is
just
a
went.
very we live in a society anime.
You remember Ora Emo? We all
don't.
all the old heads.
Ora
You
Emo
know,
is one of the
that,
most legendary anime ever made.
Yeah, all the anime old heads, which I consider myself because I started watching anime
We're old heads.
too young.
Too young.
Too young for my generation. Yeah, I watched Ora Emo. One of the characters, you remember the goth girl?
Yeah,
She had
Kuroneko.
yeah, her whole thing was that she had like an overly fucking complex novel of a manga that she wanted adapted into an anime, and they
She's
were like, we can't.
Chunibyo. That's her
Yeah.
thing. Is that
Yeah.
the middle school syndrome
This
where you
this
think you're
anime
really
feels
special?
like it was made by her. Like she fucking directed this.
It is a very Chuni anime for sure.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, this is just a book. Fucking leave me alone with the animation.
It's not
Leave me
even,
alone.
It's not even a book. It's a fucking encyclopedia. Like it really is a blog post. It's like the writer ruminating about what society like. This feels like it was either written by an actual VTuber who's very depressed, or by someone who is a huge fan of like streamers who like I recognize the struggle and I'm gonna put it into words.
Yeah, as much as we have no fucking clue anything about Needy Girl Overdose, it is a visual novel.
Yes.
And,
Needy streamer overdose.
I have no idea what the visual novel is like.
Apparently, Needy Girl Overdose is one of the endings of Needy Streamer Overdose.
Yeah. So
I hate
it
visual
could just be
novels.
that maybe
Fate's the only good one.
they just adapted
Shut
it
the
too
fuck
much
up.
like a visual novel. Like it's just too novel. Like they
It's
could have
very-
they needed to make it more.
Well, and that's
like
the
an
thing, right?
anime.
Like with visual novels and light novels, I think a big part of what they do and what their appeal is that they're for people like us who have a powerful internal monologue and think too much and rationalize things a lot. And particularly if you're like, because like a lot of people who are autistic and dissociative, they go off into their own mind and they think about society a lot. And they come up with lots of like philosophical ideas about the mechanisms of society and shit like that. And like, I'm one of those people, so I appreciate it. I get it. When I was a teenager, this was my kind of show.
Yeah, it probably would have been really cool as like somebody who's fucking.
It's very
Super depressed and
Shaft-like,
That-
which I thought
That's
you were
the
going to
same
mention.
one that did that to me.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
there's something.
if
you
you
drop
were
this pack or something?
I don't think so.
if you were an otaku in the late 2000s, you probably watched anime by Studio Shaft, led by Akiyuki Shinbo.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about Shinbo.
Yeah. Shinbo
Um,
has a really trippy style. I've got a whole series of videos about Shinbo in the 90s before he became part of Shaft.
Studio
like-
Shaft is the one that has Samuel L. Jackson in a lot of them, right?
What? What?
He's Shaft, the character Shaft.
In
from the
what?
old
Shaft.
the show Shaft. It was from the 80s or 70s or something.
I don't know. Yeah,
It's how he first got
totally lost.
famous. No, Studio Shaft are known for trippy otaku-oriented shows. Their biggest one being the Monogatari series. And ever since then, the shows they've done have been very like that. And this is very much in the vein of Monogatari in that it's like a very limited cast and it's rambly as fuck. It's characters talking about society, talking about psychology.
Which I should say,
Yeah.
I like me a Shinbo show. I actually can't fucking watch the Monogatari series. I've tried.
Yeah. Which he
I've
didn't
tried
really
to
direct,
watch. No.
but-
And it's probably because he didn't direct it.
Yeah.
Because the other ones that he's done, I go, haha, funny,
Like
silly,
Penny Pony
random-
Dash.
Yeah, Penny Pony Dash, Arakawa Under the Bridge.
Which even those he
Sayonara
did.
Zetsubo Sensei.
Ever since, so the thing about Shinbo is that he didn't really direct like
Hidamari sketch.
anything for Shaft. He's just like the leader of Shaft. Like he
Yeah.
taught them all how to do an anime, and then every show is like everyone who works there put their own
And
marks on it.
The thing
kinda
is that I think most people would argue that the Monogatari series is the best out of all the things that I just described.
I would highly disagree, but yeah, you're right. Most people
I
would say
do
that.
really like Hidamari sketch. I think it's just really cute. It's a good
Yeah.
vibe. And I like Arakawa Under the Bridge. It was really funny. I think Penny Pony Dash probably isn't as funny as I remember it.
No, it's a classic.
And
It's
Sayonara
a good
Zetsubo Sensei is
Amazing.
probably a lot more fucking lecherous than I remember. But
yeah.
they are still like, it's just interesting ass shit from
Zetsubo
back in
Sensei
the
has
day.
its tongue so far in its cheek that like
I think that's the only one I've seen.
which that's what's missing from this show is it doesn't have any cheekiness. It's just so fucking serious about itself.
It's jaded.
It's insanely
Yeah.
jaded and cynical, but in that way that like I'm old, so it makes sense for me to feel jaded and cynical, but I'm jaded and cynical about jaded cynicism. So this show for me makes me feel like, oh yeah, I remember being 19. I remember thinking I knew everything and like, oh, society is fucking deep, bro. But now I'm like, yeah, all of this is fucking, I'm over it. Like all this shit that's making these characters depressed, I got over all this shit. I'm
maybe
happy.
maybe we're just too old for it.
And too happy. We're not like
Yeah.
depressed 19-year-olds. Which this show is for a depressed 19-year-old
Maybe
trying
it's
to
really good
be an
if you're a
internet
depressed
celebrity.
19-year-old.
I really think
there you
so.
go.
I think this show has like I can
Which
easily
also,
picture somebody who
actually,
this show would be perfect for.
And we never get any of the characters' ages, I don't think. But the big star, part of like the thing is that she is older and should be falling off, but isn't, and everyone else is like coming for the throne. And I thought in my head, I was
Come
like,
up again, man.
what streamer can relate to that? There fucking isn't one. All the big streamers haven't been doing it
Yeah.
for that long in the scheme of streaming. Like when I think about like,
Like Ninja probably went through it.
yeah,
He's
but
still-
he's
I think
long gone.
think anybody who has been a streamer can relate to a lot of what this show. I literally relate to everything the first episode said. Like
Yeah.
every single thing it
You know
says
what?
about
Actually,
how an
Ninja
audience
might
responds.
be the best. Yeah, Ninja
Yeah.
might be the best example.
Like it wasn't
It was
hard
all
to
downhill
relate
after
to.
I'm not
It's-
seeing enough movement.
It's
Right.
just a concern of like it doesn't feel like a story. It feels like somebody describing what happens to you when you're a streamer, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I went through all this, but like, are we gonna tell a story about it, or are we just gonna explain it? You
Yeah.
know, that's why it feels more like a blog post
really
than
silly.
an anime.
It's not like, yeah. So I was just thinking about though who would be like, who is that like a real life example, at least
Traumatized
in
19-year-old
the
women who stream on the
US,
internet.
who can relate to that. And
Guargura would like this anime. Like,
but Guargura,
Hasn't
their
fallen
career
off.
wasn't that long.
it doesn't matter. These characters are young as shit in this show. Like, they haven't
We don't.
been
But
famous
the
for long.
implication is that the one that is the at the top
Angel,
has been doing it for a long
K-Angel.
time. Like,
I mean, a long time in
probably like
streamer
10
terms
years.
is 5 years would be a long time to be a streamer.
Yeah, the ninja.
I suppose. Well, no, because Ninja did it for actually
You ever
a while.
heard the
That's
phrase
why I was saying he's
15
probably the
minutes of
best.
fame? Like,
Probably the best example for Ninja because he actually started streaming Halo in like 2012.
Damn.
wow.
And he hit his like height in I think it was 2017 when he
Fortnite.
streamed with Drake with Fortnite. Whenever Fortnite came out, which I think was 2016.
Drake!
Yeah, the Drake stream was his biggest stream,
Your
which had like
underreaction doing that killed me.
Fortnite.
the Drake stream had, which I think it was actually. I think it was actually he streamed
you
with
good?
Drake. He streamed with Drake, and then Drake got off, and then he streamed with like this football player guy that I don't know the name of. But it was a
Travis
big.
Kelce.
Was it? No.
Are
don't
we?
know.
Can we wrap up Needy Girl Overdose as fast as possible?
I'm fucking saying something here. I'm talking about Ninja. I'm talking about a real streamer now. Some streamer lore. We got Ninja who did the big fucking stream, and then he fumbled in New York because they had him do the ball dropping in New York for
My
New Year's
balls
Eve.
dropped when I was 12.
Yeah, and
Just like Landon. Where is Landon?
where
He's
is
in
fucking
Japan.
Landon?
Oh, already?
Kai Cenat hasn't been a big ass streamer for long enough. He has been streaming for a while, yes, but his
But this show
fame
is
has-
for Kai Cenat. This show is for Kai
Kai Cenat
Cenat.
doesn't seem depressed.
No, and he's
He
actually
doesn't
doing.
seem
He's still
depressed.
doing really well, but he's still like the
K
number.
Angel doesn't seem
I
depressed.
think Kai
Yes,
Cenat's
she
still like
does.
the
Well,
number
that's
2
true.
streamer. Like
Actually, that's the weirdest thing about this show is that like the main characters are incredibly famous while being cynical as fuck, which is usually like an alternative. Like the funny thing, you comparing it to Nirvana is actually pretty good comparison. Like that's the one time in culture that like the most famous people were the most depressed, like like evident, like singing about
Wait,
depression
Lance.
type shit.
anyway, yeah, we can wrap up Ninja, but at the same time, also, Bird, you haven't said shit. What do you feel? What do you really feel about this?
He hated
like,
it
I
so
really
much.
didn't like it. There's a lot of nothing going on with some cool visuals occasionally. It's funny that the second highest streamer group is named after the brothers Karamazov, but that's about my enjoyment of it.
Fucking Dost.
Yeah.
What?
Dostoevsky, he wrote that
Yes.
book.
Okay, sorry. I never heard someone refer to him as Dost.
It's a Shirobako joke. But yeah, you like begged to not watch more of this.
Yeah.
Bird hated the first episode and was like, please don't put me through more of this.
I will say, after the first episode concluded, right? Soul and I looked at each other and kind of went, "What the hell did we just watch?" Right? And then the second episode was when like the main character was like fucking going through all the bullshit, and we were just like, "Okay, that's interesting, I suppose." And then episode 3 is about like
Them meeting. Karamazov and K Angel meeting and doing
Yeah,
kind of a show
well,
together.
a lot of it is the backstory of like the super
yes.
popular girl and
Yeah.
her like
Her
killing her
mom and
mom
dad
and-
hate her. Maybe she killed her
Maybe
mom.
she
I don't
killed her
know if she
mom.
actually killed her mom. Her grandma talks to her about reincarnation.
Yeah.
She needs sleeping pills and
It's
antipsychotics.
fucking wild.
You
Yeah.
managed to honestly get more of the actual details of the plot than I did.
Yeah. There's
She
we-
likes spiders. I gathered that as well.
I want
she's
the
a
audience
fan
to
of
understand.
spiders.
We did pay attention. maybe Trixie did. But we paid attention.
I keyed
in the
in
show.
more. Okay, the plot did not grab me at all.
It was just not that interesting.
Them just talking about society grabbed me because I agreed with everything they were saying. It's just, again, that's not a story to me. Like it felt more like a platform. Like the show was a platform to talk about the nature of streaming, and I was like, I get everything they're saying.
Yeah.
And this stuff needs to be said, but not by anime to me.
Yeah.
Gary
But-
always
and
really
that's
said
why
that
I
twice.
think like if you're a young person who like doesn't read, you know, like if you can't stand the thought of reading a blog post, this show is for you. This is for people who don't read, who like
I just watch
need to
YouTube
see.
videos for that. I don't want to fucking.
This is for people who can't if you can't intake information if a cute anime girl's not
Listen,
saying it to you, this is for you.
And maybe fucking YouTube just needs
Like
to
think
get
about the people who watch
YouTube
VTubers.
in Japan.
Like, I can't watch
and Nico
VTubers.
Doga in Japan needs to fucking step up
Maybe
their
this
game.
is wait, do you watch VTubers at all?
No.
I
Well,
can't stand
I like
VTubers.
Pizza Maid.
Like I
She
don't
was
understand
fun.
it. Like it means nothing to me.
No, because most of what you get with a VTuber is
Aesthetics.
not like.
I like Peanut.
I like the
Peanut
VTubers
counts.
who are just using a
you don't
VTuber
watch
avatar,
him.
but like act like a
I
normal
did
person.
for a while. I don't know. He stopped playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Now he just
And
plays
you
Rust.
also
Peanut's pretty
stopped
funny.
playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah, I got really annoyed, and that's also part of why. It's not just that he stopped playing Arc Raiders, but the way he plays Arc Raiders is like my least favorite way to watch someone
PvP.
play Arc Raiders.
Anyway, I think we'll finish off this segment with addressing what Gary always just said, which is I got a Crunchyroll free trial to watch the first 2 episodes of Need to Grow Overdose, and was really happy when I remembered that I didn't have to watch the third one. That's a great way to describe this overall feelings. Is that yeah, if Crunchyroll gave you a free trial, then you might as well watch the first 2 episodes, but then fucking get away.
Sounds like none of us enjoyed it, but Shade
it-
and I a little bit appreciated
This
it.
is a lot like if Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa didn't have manic energy to do anything about it. She just kind
That
of resigned
means a lot
herself.
to me.
Does it really?
No, I have no
Oh,
idea what you're talking
okay.
about.
She's the main bad guy who sets up the whole killing game and everything. She's just incredibly driven by the fact of I can drive everyone into despair, whereas this main character is very heavily driven by despair, kind of in the opposite way of like, yeah, I'm just so depressed.
Audience, I need you to tell me right now if there's an echo, because I don't really know. Anyway,
I don't think
Pedro
so.
Henrique said this show is for people who
Neko.
watch
There's two
Oregairu, and
Nekos.
I
Dude,
don't know.
that
what
is
that means.
actually a perfect. No, I literally thought that during episode 3, I thought this is Oregairu for the next generation. 10 years ago, that was a show about being like a depressed, inner
10 years ago.
monologuing, like society condemning. That is exactly true. You are 100% correct, and I had the same thought. So yeah,
My youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected.
it's just like people talking
Isn't
about
that
the way
Snafu?
society be in like
I
the
don't know,
most
it's like
obvious
Googled
fucking
Oregairu, and
basic
that's what came up.
terms, and people were like,
I
"Oh
thought-
my
I thought
god,
people
this
called
anime
that
is
Snafu.
ultimate." They do,
Abbreviated as
Oh,
Oregairu.
well, I've watched that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hated
didn't know
that.
it as
I
Oregairu.
hated that show.
I liked it, but I watched
You were
it.
young.
I watched it in 9th grade.
Needy Girl. Imagine if you had watched this show in 9th grade.
I wasn't
wouldn't.
that depressed in 9th grade.
well,
I
fair
was.
enough.
I wouldn't watch this. What are we
You
talking
wouldn't watch
about?
Oregairu.
move the fuck on now.
What are we?
the bathroom.
Wait,
I
what?
haven't read this month.
What are we talking about next week?
Oh
What are we
yeah, we're talking about next week.
Oh shit! Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Fuck! The demon code prevents me from declining a rock-off challenge. What are your terms? What's the catch? Anyway, what are we covering next week?
You ever think about how the way he says "catch" sounds very Foo Fighters?
Yeah, because it's Dave Grohl.
Exactly. Did you know Dave Grohl was the devil in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
We
we
didn't
ever
even bring it
resolve
up.
that the lead singer from Foo Fighters looks a lot like the drummer from
We did. I
Nirvana?
put images on screen and everything.
What the anime?
Okay, so I didn't determine one at all. So what do you want to watch the most?
Is that out
Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You has all 12 episodes out
Oh.
in their half length.
So okay, we could watch
We can
like
watch
6,
six.
7 of them.
You can watch half the whole show. Let's do it. Let's do
All right,
Smoking.
we'll do that. We'll
Next
watch...
week we're gonna do 6 episodes of Smoking
When
Behind the
fuck
Supermarket
did this cat
with You.
get here?
He's been there
Anyway.
literally the whole time.
We're done. We've been talking about this anime
B,
for
what's
way
the
too long.
Pshu show?
Yeah.
No,
Fucking,
nothing else. Nothing else.
I don't remember what it's called.
Damn.